We all share one home, and that's planet Earth. So the big question is, what's our part in taking care of it? Today, we're going to break down the simple but really powerful actions we can all take to protect our world. But to really get a handle on our role, we have to start with a pretty basic question. What does our planet actually give us in the first place? I mean, think about it. The planet provides the absolute essentials for us to live. The air we breathe, the water we drink, all the energy that powers our modern lives, these are all what we call natural resources. And here's the critical thing to remember. They're not endless. If we're not careful, they can actually run out. So, here's our game plan for today. We're going to explore our planet's resources, then dive deep into our mission, the 3 Rs, and we'll wrap it all up with a promise we can make to our planet. Okay, let's get right into our main strategy, the 3 Rs. You can think of these as the most effective tools we've got to keep our planet healthy and thriving. Yep, it really all comes down to one powerful number, 3. 3 simple actions that are basically the foundation for how we can take care of our world. And here they are. Our 3 key actions are to reduce, reuse, and recycle. These are the pillars of our whole mission. So let's break down exactly what each one means, starting with the very first one. So our first tool is all about the power of reducing. Now, you could argue that this is the most important of the 3, and here's why. It's all about stopping waste before it's even created. So what exactly does it mean to reduce? Well, it's a super simple concept. Just use less of something. Every single time we choose not to take something we don't really need, we are actively preventing waste from ever happening. Here's a perfect everyday example. Saving water. Simply turning off the tap while you're brushing your teeth or washing your hands is such a small action, right? But when we all do it, it has a huge collective impact on this super important resource. And here's another easy one. Just flicking off the lights when you leave a room. It's a tiny habit that saves electricity, and that's a vital form of energy we rely on every single day. Now, let's move on to our second tool, the magic of reusing. This is where we get to be a little creative and give things a second, or a third, or even a fourth life, instead of just tossing them out. The idea is just so simple. Use things again. Instead of seeing an empty glass jar as trash, you could see it as a new container for leftovers or for storing things. It's all about shifting our mindset to see the potential in something beyond its first purpose. This right here shows the power of a single choice. A single-use plastic bag that gets used once and then thrown away, versus a reusable tote that you can use hundreds of times. That simple switch is a perfect example of what it means to go green. You're making a choice that helps the environment. And that brings us to our third and final tool, the cycle of recycling. Now, this isn't just about throwing things in a different bin, it's a truly transformative process of making brand new things from old ones. So, recycling is the whole process of taking old items, like plastics, glass, and paper, and breaking them down so they can be manufactured into brand new products. It completely closes the loop, creating a full circle. So why does this matter so much? Well, recycling directly cuts down on the waste that goes into landfills, which keeps our communities cleaner. And so importantly, it saves those very same natural resources we need to protect. But what happens when we don't take these responsible actions? Well, that's how we get litter. It's a simple and pretty ugly concept. It's just trash that's been thrown on the ground instead of in a garbage can. And that single act of littering actually contributes to a much, much bigger problem, pollution. It's the direct result, making our air dirty, our water unsafe, and our whole environment unhealthy. And our source material makes a really critical point here. Pollution is incredibly dangerous for animals. Wildlife can be hurt or get really sick from the trash that we just carelessly leave behind. The consequences are really, really severe. So let's bring this all together with our promise to the planet. This is all about recognizing that our simple individual actions, when we all do them, create a massive collective impact. Think of this as your daily action plan. Every single point here is a small, totally achievable step. Use a tote bag, turn off the tap, recycle your plastic and glass, save energy, and maybe the most important one, remind your friends and family to help out. This has to be a team effort. Ultimately, the core message is this. Our planet is our home, and keeping it clean and healthy for ourselves and for all the future generations, well, that's our shared responsibility. And so that leaves us with one final personal question. This isn't about what you'll do tomorrow or next week. Based on everything we've just covered, what is the one thing you'll do for the planet today?